Full screen. Hello.
Happy Wednesday.
Welcome to our live. It is so nice out today, so we're excited to be outside. It's a little hot though. You are watching, make sure that you're logged into your YouTube account so you can leave a comment. We would love to say hi to you. And what are we making today, Miss Maren?
Today we are going to be making veggie pasta salad. So we have a bunch of different vegetables here. This recipe is super interchangeable, so you can use your favorite vegetables and we'll show you how to do it.
Awesome. Yeah, this is a really fun recipe because basically what we're doing is putting all the ingredients into one bowl and mixing it up with our dressing, and then that's it. So it's super easy and it's really delicious. So I'm excited for this one.
Me too.
Awesome.
Okay, so do you want to go over our ingredients?
Sure. Okay, so you need a couple ingredients for this, and we're going to talk more about some other options in a minute. So for our pasta salad, of course, you need pasta. So this is cooked pasta. We cooked it earlier, and it's all cooled now. So we got our cooked pasta here. And then we have our vegetables that we're going to be using. So we have this bell pepper, we have spinach, and we have some sugar snap peas. And then we decided to put beans into our pasta salad. So we got a can of black beans, and we washed and drained them. So I have them right here. They're dripping a little bit. And then our last ingredient, I believe, is our salad dressing. So we got this vinaigrette right here, but you can use any salad dressing you like. So just a couple ingredients. And Miss Maren, would you like to go over our materials that we'll be using today?
Of course. So again, pretty simple with the materials this week. So we have a cutting board and a knife to cut our veggies. And to toss it all together, we have a big salad bowl here. And you could use a big spoon or tongs, but we are just going to use like a regular spoon to mix it up. And then we have our little serving cups here. But other than that,
yep, so it's a pretty simple recipe. And I'm so excited to make this.
Me too.
Awesome. So should we get started?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so our first step before we start cooking always is to wash our hands. So we have already done that, but we're going to be extra safe today, and we're going to be wearing gloves. So put our gloves on.
Safety first.
Always.
So we're going to, you could kind of put like whole snap peas in, and you could put whole things of lettuce, but we like everything chopped up kind of tiny, so it's really nice and easy, and you get everything in one bite. That's the goal. We want all the veggies in one bite.
Oh yeah.
So actually, let's put our pasta and we'll start building. So I boiled this pasta last night. This is also a fun recipe because if you have pasta night one night and not all of your pasta has sauce on it, you can use some leftovers the next day to make this pasta salad. So I used this tiny shape. It looks kind of like a bead of sorts. But you could use bow ties, you can use the swirly rotini ones, you can use penne, you can pretty much use any kind of pasta. I think the hardest one to use would be spaghetti or angel hair, but you could totally do that as well. So this is about a half a cup of dried pasta that I had cooked, and I'm just going to put it into our bowl. Now, it looks like I made a sand castle of pasta here, so I'm going to use my hands to break it up a little bit.
Very nice. Miss Maren, what's your favorite shape of pasta?
That is a good question. I think I like bow ties.
Me too.
Wow, twins. Or orzo, which is like those little, they kind of look like rice. So,
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Nice. All right, so we got our pasta, and what is our next step?
Let's cut our bell pepper.
Okay. I can cut that.
Would you like to?
I would love to. So let's make sure you can see. So we got our bell pepper, which we washed right before our show. So we don't want to use the stem part, of course. So when I cut it, I'm going to be cutting that part out. So the way I like to do this is to have it kind of as flat as possible and try to cut it down the middle around the stem. I don't know if this is how everyone does it, but it seems to work for me. So I'm being careful to keep my fingers out of the way of the blade. And this knife is not super sharp.
Now, question. Is it better to have a really sharp knife or a kind of dull knife?
A
What's
really
safer?
sharp knife is actually better. Dull ones don't cut as well, but they kind of can slip easier, I think.
Yes, I think that's right.
Yep, so we got our pepper in half like this. We got a lot of seeds in there. So I'm going to kind of take those out with my hands. But first I'm going to finish removing the stem part.
How much of the pepper are we going to use today?
Actually, that's a good question. If I was making this for myself, I would probably be using the whole pepper, but I'd also be using more pasta. So maybe I'll just use half of the pepper today. Do you think that would be a good amount?
Yeah, actually, I think that'd be perfect because we have other veggies too.
That's true. We don't want it to just be peppers.
But that's a good point. Yeah, so we don't have super clear measurements for this because we're just whatever's our favorite vegetable, we put more of in, and so
Yes.
I think for maybe half of the pepper would be good.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there.
Yeah, and this is a good recipe because you kind of just use what you already have. So, for example, Miss Maren had these snap peas that she used, I think, earlier this week.
Yep.
Was it? So it was a full bag of snap peas, and she only used this much of the bag. So she had these ones left over. So instead of wasting them, we decided this is a perfect time to use these for the salad so they don't go to waste, and we already have it. So we didn't need to get any more. So, yeah. Good option. Okay, so I'm kind of taking the little seeds out, which you can eat. There's no problem to eat it, and then I'm going to cut it into strips first. Oh yes, here, get a close up. Sometimes it's easier to have it, or got to kind of try it some different ways to cut it. Perfect. So I got my strips like this. I love this. Pepper. What's your favorite color of pepper?
Good question. I think yellow.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah. How about you?
I like orange, but I like yellow too. Yeah, it's kind of nice to have different colors.
Yeah.
Vegetables. It was nice.
I recently learned, it might have been from you, that all peppers, like green peppers, aren't they just like unripe red and yellow peppers?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. I know all peppers start green before they turn colors.
Oh, Dave likes purple peppers.
Purple peppers. Oh, that would have been so fun to have some purple peppers. Okay, so now that I have all my little pepper strips, I'm gonna cut them into little pieces. So when I make this is how big I like my pieces. Like this, so pretty small. Is that how you like yours?
Yes, very tiny.
Perfect.
Agreed.
Yeah, I actually made a pasta salad over the weekend, and I put orange and yellow peppers in them, so that was fun.
What else was in your pasta salad?
Ooh, I put a lot of things. My favorite thing to put in pasta salad is frozen peas. So it's super easy, just a bag of frozen peas. You don't have to cook them, you just throw them in and mix them all up. And I also put olives, which was really good, black olives from a can. So that's like my favorite thing about this recipe. Just use whatever you have, and you can use canned veggies, you can use frozen veggies, or you can use fresh veggies.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are using fresh bell peppers, but you could probably use frozen bell peppers as well if you had that.
Absolutely.
Oh, that looks so yummy.
Yeah, this knife is a little tough to cut with, but I did it. Got all my little pieces here, and now I'm going to put them straight into our pasta bowl. So let me put this somewhere. Okay. I'll take this up and add it to our pasta. Nice. Ooh, look at that. It's already looking good.
Oh. Okay, so next, we're going to cut up our snap peas. So, you could, like Miss Maria was saying that she used frozen peas. You could use regular peas, but snap peas are always fun.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of just cutting them into little pieces like this and tossing them in.
Ooh. They sound nice and crunchy when you're cutting them.
They
So I think it's going
are.
to be really a nice crunch to our pasta salad.
I agree. I like snap peas. Do you like snap peas?
I love snap peas.
Do you dip them in anything?
Sometimes I'll dip them in salad dressing, but I have them every year I grow them in my garden.
Oh.
And I usually just go outside, pick one off the plant, and just eat it outside. I don't even bother to come inside and get dressing. That's always fun.
One of my 4th grade classes that I work with last Thursday did a snap pea taste test, and it was a lot of their first times trying
How
them.
exciting. So did they like them?
Yeah, they did. They thought they were really sweet, which is true. Sugar
Awesome.
snap peas, so I think they're sweet at least.
Yeah.
Maybe do the rest.
Yeah.
The rest that's here.
Yeah. I don't have too many. Cool. So what are some other veggies that we might add to our pasta salad?
Wow, I feel like the options are endless.
I
To
agree.
be honest. I was actually looking up some recipes before this of like what are some different veggies, and I saw. Well, let's see. How about for like this season right now?
Okay.
I feel like you could put probably like shredded radishes if you wanted
a little
to.
spiciness.
You could do like chopped up arugula, maybe.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
What else is in season right now?
I think spinach is. And we're actually using that today.
What are
How
the
perfect.
odds?
All
Okay,
right.
you want to do the spinach? Should we just tear it up?
Yeah, let's tear it up. So we have this fresh spinach here. So we're basically just gonna rip it up into smaller pieces and throw it into our salad here. Look at these colors. I love how bright this is.
It looks really cool.
Cool. All right, here. Do you mind opening that? Actually, here, let's add our beans while you're doing that.
Okay.
So we have our we had a can of black beans that we opened and put them into this strainer, and we rinsed them out to get all the liquid that was in the can off. So we have our rinsed black beans here, and beans are awesome because they are a source of protein. So it's a great option to add to our dish. So how much of this do you think I should add?
I start with like half.
Like half of it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna eyeball this. We don't like measuring on this show, so we're just gonna kind of do what looks good to us.
And most of the things we make, you don't really need to measure.
Yeah.
I feel like with measuring, it's most important in baking and things like that, and cooking some things. But for like salads and yogurt things that we make,
Exactly.
do what your heart decides.
Exactly. So I think this looks like a good amount to me.
Ooh.
Later on when we mix it up, we can kind of look at it again and see if it needs anything else. But for now, we're starting with half a can of the black beans.
Awesome. Okay. So have our spinach open. This is, it looks like regular spinach, but it's on the smaller side.
Here, ooh, this is a good one. Okay, so this is what our spinach looks like up close. You have the little stem part and the leaf. Looks nice and crunchy. So this should be really good.
Yum, yum. So, Miss Maria,
Yes.
you grew some lettuce in one of your school gardens.
Yes, we actually grew lettuce right here at Edgewood. We're in Edgewood's cafe eating area right now. So we had a class that planted lettuce and spinach, and they got to taste it last week. Was it last week or Monday?
I think it was last
week. And they loved the lettuce the best, so that was so exciting. But a lot of them also like the spinach, which was very good as well.
Spinach is really good for you. It's a good source of calcium, right?
I believe it is, yes. Yeah,
testing our nutrition knowledge.
Yes, the kind of darker color greens have a lot of calcium in it, which is good for our bones.
Yep.
So yeah, we're kind of just ripping these up into like kind of small pieces. You could also use a knife and cut it up, but this is more fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. Wow, this is gonna be so fresh.
Do you prefer your spinach raw or cooked?
I think it depends.
Yeah.
I think cooked usually. Spinach is really cool because you'll have a whole lot of it raw, but when it gets cooked, it shrinks down into a tiny little amount, which is kind of cool because then you can be like eating a whole ton of spinach, but it doesn't look like it's that much.
You think that's enough?
Yeah,
I think that's good.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. We got all of our veggies and our beans, our pasta in there. Look at all those colors. Looks so good.
Okay, so let's get we have a handy dandy spork.
Perfect for mixing.
Maybe we'll mix it first and then we'll add dressing.
Okay, perfect.
Ooh, it looks so colorful.
Do it. Look at that.
Okay.
Yum.
So now let's add some of our dressing.
All right, so we have this vinaigrette dressing that we got today. So vinaigrettes are made with oil and vinegar. Sometimes they kind of separate out and the oil will go on the top. You can see it kind of like floating up top. And then the other vinegar and the other ingredients are on the bottom. This also has some spices in it. I think it has onion, lemon juice, and some other spices. So I'm going to shake it to mix up the oil and the vinegar. Let me do that. Let me see. Okay. Then we're going to open it up. And once again, we're going to not measure, and we're going to just put a little bit at a time because you can always add more dressing if it needs it, but you can't take the dressing out if you add too much.
Very true.
So let me start with a little, tell me when. Does that look good?
Yeah, we'll start there.
Okay, so Miss Maren's going to mix that up, get the dressing all over our ingredients. Ooh, it looks good.
Now, it didn't look like a lot of dressing when she put it in, but I think that's going to be good. Okay, so let's get the close-up shot. Yum, yum. That does look good. So another option for our salad is to add herbs to it. Do you think we should add some herbs today? I think we should. So we happen to be right next to a little herb garden. So let's pop over there and get some herbs. I think we have oregano growing, and I think oregano goes really well with pastas. So I feel like that would be a good one. We'll see what else we have though. So let's go check out our herbs while we're here. Yeah, well, I have took my gloves off. Okay, so these are the herbs we have growing today. So let's get our oregano. Oh, I forgot it's not in pots anymore. I have to climb up here. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna take a little bit of it. Is this oregano? This is oregano. And I think we talked about it last time, the way you kind of harvest it right above the two little baby leaves. Keep it growing. So I'll do that one and this one. Here's our oregano pieces, and they smell very good. Yum. So, okay, we're going to add these to our pasta. Okay. So here, would you like to take this one? And do you want to cut it up, do you think? Or do you want to just rip it up? We could rip them up again. All right, so this is what the oregano looks like. It's like these little tiny leaves. They almost look a little fuzzy. That's just how they look. So we're gonna put these into our pasta salad. Didn't we find oregano growing the other day? Just randomly? We did. I don't know if somebody planted it at the school, but it was kind of in a weird place right next to the sidewalk. But as we were walking by, we got to smell it, and it smells so good. It does. So we're basically going to take off the leaves. We don't want to eat the stem part. We're going to pick them off.
Ooh, smells very fresh. Perfect.
It does.
Just a few. Yeah. So we got our leaves.
You know what? I think I am going to use the knife for
Yeah.
a little bit.
Here,
Because we
would you
don't
cut
want
this
to. Yeah.
too?
Of course.
Should we do a little? There we go. So we're cutting up really small. We're not going to use
Really
a ton of
fine.
oregano, so we want it really small so we can get all throughout the salad. Wow, this smells really good.
Hold on. My glove's coming off.
Oh no.
There we go.
Awesome.
And you got to be very careful of your fingers. Okay.
Perfect.
There we go.
Okay, so then we're just going to kind of sprinkle it on top of our salad and mix it in.
Beautiful.
Perfect. So should I
Yep.
mix it in, get the dressing?
Oh, it smells yummy.
Yum. Wow. This looks really good. Okay. And I think that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
All right. So how simple that was. We just added all our ingredients together with the dressing and mixed it up. So now we're going to put it in our cups and taste it. I'm very excited for this.
Okay. There we go.
Thank you. All right. So give a nice cup here. Make sure we get the pepper, the beans, the spinach, the peas.
Beautiful.
There it is.
Here. Here's your spork if you want to try it first.
Sure. Let me serve yours first,
Okay.
and then I can take my gloves off to try mine.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm so excited. It smells really,
It
really
does.
good.
It smells very
You can
fresh.
smell the dressing, and you can smell the peppers and the oregano.
Yeah, and this is a great recipe for when it's hot outside, because as long as you have the pasta already cooked, you don't have to cook any of the other ingredients. So. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So Miss Maren is stepping away so I can take my mask off, taking my gloves off because we're done cooking. Okay, so let me get my spoonful here. I'll try to get a little bit of everything. There we go. Okay. Hopefully you can hear me. So that was really good. I definitely taste the peppers in there, and the oregano is a nice touch. It's really fresh. And I love the salad dressing. Kind of nice and light, and everything just goes really well together. So like definitely recommend it. And it just looks very fun and colorful. So 10 out of 10. Okay. It's a little loud over here now. Okay, now Miss Maren's gonna come back and try hers.
Okay. So mine has a little bit of everything in it as well. Some peas, some beans. Yum. That is really good. I like, I can actually taste the oregano in it, which is really good. And the peppers, it's really yummy. I really, really like it. I would make again.
Wow, that was such a fun recipe to make. Super easy, and I love how you can just use whatever ingredients you have or that you like. Yeah, very delicious. I can't wait to eat the rest of mine.
Yes. Yay.
Cool. All right, so that's all for today. Make sure you come back next week to watch. Our show will be Wednesday at 2 o'clock, and we only have a couple more weeks left, I think, of the school year.
Yeah.
So make sure you don't miss our next live. You can find it on our homepage of our channel. And thank you all for watching. We hope you have a wonderful day.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.